My name is Kenneth, and I don't care. And I know this is going to come as a shock to my 219,000 TikTok followers, my almost 10,000 YouTube subscribers, but I don't think I've ever cared about the larger finance community. I viewed a lot of it as sleazy, fear-based, clickbaity, just meant to scare new investors or confuse them. So a little about me in case you don't know anything. My name is Kenneth, and I teach people about day trading, swing trading, investing, and most importantly, I think, living below your means. And when I first started this whole journey over 5 years ago, I started on Instagram and YouTube because 6 years ago, I had friends calling me up going, hey, I want to invest. Hey, I want to trade. Hey, can you teach me? Can you teach me? And I would teach a friend. And then a couple of weeks later, or a month later, another friend would call. And they'd say, hey, I want to learn. Can you teach me? And I'd say, yeah, I'll teach. And I would teach them. A couple months later, someone else would call. I got to the point where I said, maybe I should just make a video, because all their questions were exactly the same. Maybe I should just make a video. And that way, when someone calls and says, can you teach me about the stock market? I can just say, yeah, here's the video. So I created a YouTube account. I filmed the video, didn't have a tripod, didn't have a microphone. I didn't know what I was doing, didn't know how to edit, didn't know how to make thumbnails that looked pretty or attention grabbing. I didn't care about any of that. I cared about the information. What are we passing? What knowledge are we passing on? I'm not going to tell you, go buy this, go buy that. Here's a stock to trade today. That's not what my channel is about. It's education based. And so I filmed a couple videos. They were awful. And I set them to private. And anytime a friend would call, I'd just send them the link. Here, go watch this, go watch this. It got to a point where I felt like I'm gatekeeping. I have the information. I have the knowledge. This is knowledge that I would have died to have 13 years ago when I first started trading. TikTok didn't exist. YouTube existed, but not in the way, I don't think at least, that it does now, where you can interact with other people and have these followers that you trust and are, that you believe are ethical and honest and all of that stuff, and you can ask questions. I would have loved to have someone like that when I first, and that's kind of the reason that this has taken on what it's taken on, and this has become my career, because I wanted someone like me when I first started to go, because it was trial and error for me when I started trading. I would lose tons of money, I had no idea what I was doing. I wished that there was someone that I could have gone to and said, hey, this is what I traded. Can you tell me what I did wrong? Or this is the investment I want to make. Can you tell me what to look at? Teach me, I want to learn. Nothing like that really existed. So I felt like I was gatekeeping. So even though my videos were terrible and I was really awkward in front of the camera and I wasn't good at it, I said, I'm going to set this channel to public. And if you're an OG follower, if you've been with me from the beginning, you know that originally, a long, long time ago, this YouTube channel used to be called Everything You Need to Know About the Stock Market. And it's since changed, but the message stays the same. I want to teach, I want to help, I want to be the person that I didn't have, that I wish I had. That wasn't someone saying, oh, you want to learn more? Pay up. Just out of the goodness of their heart saying, here's everything that I've learned and I'm going to pass it on to you. And by the way, this whole I don't care thing fits into a larger theme here. I never cared about all the complex patterns when it comes to day trading, the reverse cup and handles, the bearish engulfing, the flag. I never cared. I didn't learn. When I first started, I Googled technical analysis, how to trade stocks and all that stuff. And I learned about I said, what are the most popular indicators? Bollinger Bands, relative strength, and just good old-fashioned volume. That's it. And that got me 13 years of a career of a stock trader and a very healthy career as well. I own my home. It's totally paid off, no mortgage. Not from selling courses, not from asking you for money, not for private discords or making YouTube videos that were fear-based to get more clicks and engagement. Just genuine, living below my means and investing over my lifetime. That's what got me to where I am. Nothing predatory, nothing sleazy, and nothing overwhelming and confusing. A lot of the people, this goes back even to the 80s when you used to need a stockbroker and you couldn't invest on your own. But a lot of people who needed a broker, they would call and they would say, hey, I want to invest. And he would start talking about all these confusing terminology, EBITDA, price to book, the options 6 months out. And you're sitting there going, what? What's this guy talking about? Man, I feel like an idiot. Better hire this guy. And even when the internet was invented and you could trade and invest on your own, for a brief moment, people still were going to brokers and saying, this is too confusing, you do it. And I wanted to come out and say it doesn't have to be that confusing. It really doesn't. I know that the deep dive videos looking at financial reports are really popular on here, and the technical analysis videos where they introduce a new pattern every week to confuse you to get clicks and views. This is the pattern that's going to make you rich. Ignore it. My approach back then was I don't care. I didn't really even care about finance or the markets in an obsessive way. I liked it. I was into it. I realized this could be my career a long time ago. But I didn't obsess over it. I gotta watch every video and I gotta pay attention. People DM me all the time. Which creators do you like? What sources do you go to? I don't. I don't care, honestly. I didn't watch any of these larger finance creators that you probably know of. I just didn't care. My goal was so simple back then. I don't want to go out there and get a real job. I'd done that. I'd worked in the restaurant industry for 4 years, double shifts. As a line cook, as an expediter, as a server, did it all. And I loved it, and I missed the chaos of the kitchen. But after the restaurant, I worked in the fitness industry, front desk, minimum wage, at a gym. And I would get yelled at because my shirt wasn't tucked in. By the way, the front desk at my gym came up to about this level. So you couldn't see if my shirt was tucked in. If you're standing on the other side of the desk, you couldn't see if my shirt was tucked in. You couldn't see if I was wearing all black pants or did they have those white stripes on the sides that were popular a long time ago. You couldn't see them, but I'd get yelled at. Those are the wrong kind of pants. I'm writing you up. And I was like, man, this life is not for me. That's how I got into trading. It wasn't this obsessive, like I love the markets and I love this thing. It was just, to me, a means to an end. I'm going to trade stocks so I don't have to work a job. I don't care about these other content creators who come out trying to scare you about the markets. I don't care about that. Even today, people ask me, I get DMs dozens per week from people going, I saw this guy on YouTube, really scary video. The world is coming to an end according to this guy. What do I do? I don't know. I'm so scared. Look, ignore it. Have the same mentality that I did. I don't care. This is a means to an end for me. Trading, so I don't have to get a job. Investing, so I can retire early. That's it. I don't watch these clickbait videos. The people who come on here and try to terrify you, the world is ending, the markets are going to zero, the dollar is going to zero, we're going to get invaded, zombie apocalypse. Listen, all these doom and gloom worst case scenarios work because they scare people who don't know any better. You go back through time, all these big bold predictions almost never happen. Almost never happen. We're all still here. Markets are still up. People were saying markets were going to end years ago. They've been saying it forever. This is the end. This is the end. This is the end. And markets just keep going higher and higher and higher. But people sit on the sidelines. They get scared and they miss opportunities to invest or start trading, whatever it may be. Don't do that. These doom and gloom scenarios, and I don't think the people making these videos are even true believers. I think they hear a headline, they see something and they go, oh my God, I can exaggerate this and I can use it to scare my audience and get engagement and make money. That's all they care about. Engagement, make money. I'm sure some of them are true believers, but I'm sure a large percentage probably know exactly what they're doing when they come out and try to terrify you. Listen, invest anyway. If these doom and gloom scenarios really are going to happen, you're not going to care what the price of Apple stock is anyway, right? So just start investing. When I say start, you don't have to go buy your whole position now. People are always going to be calling for a recession, and yeah, every once in a while, one is going to happen. But what I think is so funny too is I see all these people who sit on the sidelines and they say, I'm not going to invest now. Markets are too high. I'm going to wait for it to come down. Well, in that time, markets could go higher and higher and higher, and you've missed out on all those gains, and then maybe the markets dip 10, 15, 12%. I don't know. What happens when that recession hits, though? To that guy who said, I'm going to wait and miss out on all this growth, and then the recession comes, what's that guy do? You think he runs in and invests? No. Then he goes on YouTube and he sees videos from creators saying, this is the end. It's over. Markets are going to zero. Stay away. And they go, oh my God. And they go, well, I'm not going to invest now. Or they say, I'm going to wait for the bottom. Where's the bottom? Another thing this reminds me of is AMC, GameStop, the Wall Street Bets thing. A long time ago, I would get DMs from people saying, I saw this guy on YouTube who said GameStop is going to $500,000 a share or $1 million a share. Is that true? Or they would say, if I buy one share, a share back then was like $200. If I buy one share at $200 and it goes to $500,000, how much will I make? It shows you, not to make fun, but how uneducated these people were with money and finances and investing. And they were watching these videos and getting super amped up and rushing in to buy as many shares as they could because some guy on YouTube, that guy on YouTube didn't think GameStop was going to $500,000. He knew it wasn't. He was just trying to create a buzzworthy video to freak people out and get people really interested in his channel and whatever. And he knew it wasn't going to $500,000. He wanted that short-term viral to make money, and that was the goal. So when you see these people say it's going to go to this, it's going to go to that, bold predictions, the world is ending, don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself out. Embrace my approach. I don't care. I don't know. People say, which creators on YouTube do you like? Where do you get? I don't. I never watched any of them, even before. And yes, I've said before, I wish that there was someone like me. I would have loved someone like me who could have helped a long time ago. But that's not what these channels are about. These larger creators with the fear, the clickbait, the world is ending, aren't trying to help you. They're not trying to say, wait, I'm here, let me help, let me do what I can. They're trying to scare you and sell to you. And they always end their video with, if you want to learn how, buy my course. Well, I don't sell a course, no one-on-ones, no private Discord, none of that, just education. So if you're here to learn, and you really want to learn, you know what buttons to hit the subscribe, hit the follow. There's a link to my TikTok account in the description below. I'm not here, I've never been here to scare you or to overwhelm you or to make you feel like an idiot so you have to buy my course. I'm here because I wanted someone like me when I first started. So tune out the noise. Don't listen to them. It's good for entertainment, and that's it. By the way, GameStop never hit $500,000 a share. All right, thanks for watching.